Yes! What's up, everyone? Sunday with Ola. How are you guys doing today? Hey! It's a fucking... I just can't get that to work properly. It's... Oh. Shit. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Sunday with Ola 112. Welcome everyone. Holy shit. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing great right now. You know, it's Sunday morning, premiere chat. What's up everyone? Whose birthday is it today? Mike Owens? Happy birthday. I don't know. It's Mike Owens' birthday today. Happy birthday. It's the 27th of November today and it's the first Advent in Sweden, which means that, you know, we light some candles and we wish for, I don't know what we wish for, gifts or something. Good gifts for Christmas, I don't know. You can get good gifts for Christmas too. We're starting the 5-year anniversary of Solar Guitars today. There's like 5 days of really good f***ing deals on the website. So go to the website, there's a good chance you can snag something sick. And also one of the days, you get a chug pedal if you buy a guitar. How about that deal? It's f***ing insane. Merry Christmas from Ola, the Santa Claus. Hope you guys have a good Sunday. ThaNews. All right, amazing news in the Pantera camp. They have started rehearsing. It's only a couple of days, like a week until the first Pantera show in Mexico or something like that. And the guys are full at it, rehearsing the stuff right now. And there's pictures, and also I've seen a clip. But there's pictures nonetheless. Drummer Charlie Benante has shared some shots from the band's recent practice sessions. Look at this. 2 weeks in NOLA with these boys. It's been a lot of work, but how could it not? So much heart and soul going into this. Clearly conscious that even players as experienced as him and Wild have some big shoes to fill. Benante portrays it as a tribute to the departed Vinnie Paul and Dimebag Darrell. This is all about the love for Vinnie and Dime, the fans and the music that these four created. I'm really enjoying playing these songs. They sound great. It's very emotional and it's just starting to hit me. See you soon. I need a drink. Okay, so look at this. This is Rex, that's Charlie and Zach, and they're like thinking and talking like, you know what? This is gonna be sick. And Zach's like, oh, you know, I checked out this YouTuber called Ola Englund, and he has a bunch of videos on how to play Pantera, and also other people as well, he's telling Rex. And Rex like, we're doomed, he says. No, but yeah, seems like they're up there practicing. The bongos are on there. Are they gonna play Planet Caravan? Hey! That's the shittiest fucking picture right there. What's that, like 240p resolution? Is that Phil? That's Phil. That's a Tom and 2. Look at that. Stronger and all. In regards to Zach Wild, we've been talking about what type of gear he will use, and he said he'll be using his own guitars, effects, and pedals. A lot of the pedals that Dime actually gave me, said Wild. So he's not saying that he's gonna use the guitars. He said that in my interview, but now they're just saying he's just gonna use the pedals that Dimebag gave him. So maybe they haven't really decided what Zakk Wylde will use. At the beginning they were like, they're gonna use Dimebag's gear, and I'm just not as sure anymore. And you know, when you're standing there playing and performing, maybe Zakk will feel the best playing his stuff and on a... F*** off! Maybe Zakk just feels more comfortable playing his own stuff, which I understand that, and now that they're practicing, stuff will probably, this is it, man. They're rehearsing right now. This is where it's at, and this is gonna set the tone of this whole Pantera tribute thing. I'm extremely excited, okay? They're coming to Sweden. I'm also gonna probably go to Hamburg and watch them as well. I'm excited, really, really excited. All right, I was complaining before that Mesa Boogie hadn't had any news other than cabinets, back a couple of weeks ago. But basically, we haven't heard anything from Mesa Boogie in a good while since Gibson acquired Mesa. And also, when the pandemic hit, there were shortages of parts and shit, so maybe they just had to delay everything. Anyways, now they're releasing a 25-watt version of the Badlander, the Mesa Boogie Badlander that I have over there. Can you see? It's over there. It's a really sick fucking amplifier. I used this amplifier on my first solo album for rhythm guitars, and it's fucking insane. I don't think people understand how good it is, but it's definitely one of my favorite amplifiers today. Oh, and it's also as a combo. Okay, let's go. Is this the right type of song for this type of marketing? People that haven't heard the Badlander, it's basically a rectifier with a tighter low end and a little bit more grit, a little bit more modern sounding. It's not super saturated and modern, but it's way more modern sounding than a regular rectifier. But you couple that with a good overdrive and it's like, it's so good sounding. On my album I was using the Badlander with TS9, Ibanez TS9, that's just it's just perfect in terms of tone. And since it's 25 watt and small, it has EL84 power amp tubes, effects loop, does it have the little cab clone IR? There you go. How much is it gonna be? It's gonna be $15.99 US, and the combo will be $18.49, which is that an okay price? I think with inflation and all that, that's probably an okay price for that thing. I have one on the way. I will have one very soon. I'm gonna be able to try one out. I'm very happy and stoked about this. Mesa Boogie, man. Fucking insane. Disturbed, the band.
You need to stop everything. This needs to stop. Now. This is cancer.
Disturbed's Dan Donegan embraces being known as the band. It's a blessing and a curse. I'll never complain about the signature thing. That's the thing that put us on the map, so we know that that's gonna be there. It's like Janie Lane from Warren saying, I'm always gonna be the cherry pie guy. It's a blessing and a curse, but ultimately, it's that thing that put you on the map, that people identify you with. I embrace it, I'll take it. It's the thing that kind of opened people up to becoming fans and listening to material throughout our career. I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest. When people say Disturb, that's definitely the first thing I think about. And hey mama, hey man, I say na mana pena na na, hey ma hey na mana hey hoda. Is he even singing in English? I don't know. It's his own, I think it's its own language or something. It's good, man. It's like rap, but unintelligible. Unintelligible. It's like rap, but unintelligible, Wow. Why are they talking about this? Do they have some news or something? Oh, they're doing the Down With The Sickness 20th anniversary tour. Was supposed to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Stir 7 album, The Sickness. 2021. Well, that didn't happen, I guess. So maybe they're doing it now. That's cool, man. Ooh, let's go. Dave Mustaine is saying it's time for Metallica to step up and organize another Big Four show. Well, You know, the only problem with this is that Slayer is not playing anymore, you know? So how will they solve that? Mustaine said, I really think it's time for the guys in Metallica to step up and us do one last round. See if we can get Slayer to come out of retiring and do a Big Four, passing off the torch to the new Big Four. It will remain to be seen who they are. I mean, I think that would be cool if they did this, but will they be able to get Slayer out on the road again? I'm not so sure that Tom Araya wants to go out and play. 9 years ago, Slayer frontman Tom Araya said that the only thing that was standing in the way of further Big Four shows was the politics of character in one particular band, with some fans speculating that he was talking about Mustaine and Megadeth. Okay, so it seems that maybe Mustaine was the problem, you know, why there won't be another Big Four. I think the problem was the debacle about where in the set Megadeth will go. Obviously, if you count Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, and Anthrax, Anthrax goes, you know, they start the show, obviously. They're not as big as the rest of them. But where is Slayer and Megadeth gonna go? I think that was the problem they addressed with this. If Slayer would be a bigger band than Megadeth, and who would play before who? So, who knows? I think today, because Slayer has disbanded, Megadeth has probably taken the place of being, you know, the second biggest. I don't know. Maybe it's easier then to have another Big Four, because then Slayer would play before. I have no idea. If they do another Big Four and Slayer comes back, in my opinion, I think Slayer should headline the show, because they're awesome. Speaking about Anthrax, Scott Ian, that legend, has made a behind the riff video where he shows the war dance section in the song Indians. And it's pretty fucking cool, man. Let's check it out.
We were looking for what we used to call the mosh part of the song. Now people call it the breakdown, or really it's a bridge. But,
yes, he said it. Everyone's talking about, like, you know, the breakdown of the song. Really, it's just a bridge. That's exactly what it is.
I'll shut up now and just play.
Fucking hell, Scott Ian, what a legend. Oh shit, he's using mono straps. Look at that. I'm using these straps too. They're fucking insane. Scott Ian, man, one of the first pioneers, you know, coming to like boost amplifiers and saturated tones. What a legend. Holy shit, that's such a good video. All right, let's watch the Black Crowes' Rich Robinson slam Stage Invader with guitar at Melbourne, Australia concert. This can't be good, man. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah, okay. What is he trying to do? Oh, I just want to chill up here, man. I just want to chill up here. Hey, man, I love your songs. He throws out the security guy. Look, in the audience. See ya. All right, okay, what happened? Okay, man, what is he doing? Yeah, that guy, seriously. Get the off. Why is he fighting? You know, when a band is playing a show and, you know, people are into it, you know, people are happy that, you know, their favorite band is playing and they get a little bit excited. You know, I understand this. You get excited, right? And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna jump on stage and, you know, I'm excited and, you know, maybe I can hang with the boys, you know, in my favorite band. And you go up on stage and, you know what, the thing that happens when someone jumps on stage is that as a band, you have no idea of the intentions of this person that comes up on stage. You just have to understand that if you jump on stage, we have no idea what you want. Are they up there to kill us? Or are they up there to just have a good time? It would be nicer if people just respected the band and letting them perform than to go up on stage and f*** it up, basically. So I understand if you're a fan and you're excited and you know, the artist should treat the fans and all that. The band is up there trying to do their job for this whole, you know, arena of people. And if someone's coming up to, you know, stomp on their parade, you know, have a little respect for the band. Just saying, okay? Thank you. Last piece of news, and this is very, very sad, but Joe Bonamassa quits social media. I fear I'm going to be provoked into saying something I might regret. All right, Joe Bonamassa, incredible blues genius guitar player. The Blues Aches expressed remorse about allowing a few clowns to cause him to go on stage angry in a now deleted Instagram post. Okay, I didn't know, but there's a short version of Joe Bonamassa. It's Jobo. I didn't know that. First time I seen this. So apparently someone on Instagram called out Jobo's lack of hair or receding hairline, saying, "Time to shave the head, Joe. It's over. Your hair had a good run, but it's now in retirement." Which is not a nice thing to say if you care about your own hair. You know, this is the internet. People will always have silly remarks to things and put stupid comments on your posts. The problem this time was that Joe Bonamassa, Jobo, he took the bait, unfortunately. And he responded, "How about this, Rick? You do you and let me do me. We understand each other?" And then he says, "I'm about to rock a sold-out show in Tucson. What are you up to this evening?" So Joe went the route of boasting a little bit, saying that, you know, he's better, he's, you know, made more in his life than this Rick Tones. And, you know, which is definitely sad. That's not an attitude as a Swede, that's an attitude I absolutely hate. And I think that Joe understood this because the day after he deleted his comment and he came to the conclusion that he doesn't belong on social media. And he's saying, "After sleeping on this, I have come to a conclusion. Last night I allowed a few clowns to cause me to go on stage angry. That's not fair to you, the fans. Also, this isn't what I signed up for 8 years ago. Social media has become such a distraction for me. This place feels like it has the maturity of high school and I fear I'm gonna be provoked one day into saying something I might regret." You know what? I understand Jobo. You know, it's not easy being on social media. The problem was that he took the bait. He shouldn't have responded at all to this guy. And he responded in a very non-classy way, you know, with the comparing of, "Oh, you know, I did this and you did this." As a Swede, I just can't agree with that approach. And also, he puts a little shade on social media people with his post saying that we are destroying our lives. That's up to you, man. If you can't handle social media, you shouldn't do social media, in my opinion. It's as easy as that, basically. That is a shame. I highly respect Joey Bonamassa. He's an incredible guitar player, but I understand him as well. It's not easy being out there and, you know, being as available and, you know, people having a place to put shit on you. And it's not easy. My tip for Joe is just take a break a little while. You can come back. You know, people are gonna wait. You know, the real fans, they're still gonna be there. Don't worry about the rest, you know. They suck. They suck ass. Anyways, guys, that was the news.
Who's up there? You won't escape that way.
Adventures with Ola, me and Joel, and actually Luis too, are gonna go and see a show tonight. It's two kick-ass bands. First of all, we have Based, who I've talked about in the Sun with Ola before. In 2021, they released an album called Necrosapiens, which I thoroughly love. That sounds very organic still, you know. It doesn't sound necessarily modern. It's just completely up my alley. And also the other band, Mass Worship, who is a solo artist. So me and Joel are gonna go there and represent the brand and, you know, talk to these guys. And we're also going to check out when they sound check now and maybe check a little bit of a gear rundown with Based. Maybe I'll drink a beer or two tonight. Hey-o! But I can't drive the car then, so I have to... Yes. LOL! Oh, it says LOL! Oh, it's fake! It says fake! F44, yo. H. That's my guy right there. Oh, what's this? Oof. Oh. Over the hills. Over the hills. Walk for your life. Over the hills. Hello, my name is Evan. Hej, Kaj! Åh, Göteborg! Göteborg! Hej! Åk nu din jävel, fan också! En jävla rikspuck on the face. Ja, yes! Kör nu! Yes! Yeah! Yes! Fy fan! Vilken vinst! Åh! Fy fan vad skönt. The best part about sitting in traffic in Stockholm is that when you pass the traffic, there's another traffic jam. So it's like it's like Pokemon, you know, you gotta catch them all the traffic jams. It's just perfect. Alright, so we're gonna check out the guitar rigs of Sven and Lasse from Based, and they're using the real deal, you know, full stacks, real amplifiers. It's you know, no fucking axe effects or shit like that. Real fucking amplifiers. So I'm excited, and let's go check it out. I want to see this pedalboard.
So I'm running the PV6505 head into two Marshall stacks. The one on the bottom is from the 70s. And the top one is from the 90s. I'm going straight into my Marshall Governor, and I actually bought this because I saw Ola doing the Carcass hardwork sound, and so that's why I bought the Governor, and I've been using it ever since because it's just a killer sound. Have a simple noise gate. We use the pitchfork when we're down tuning in some songs. I have the new TC Electronic Feather X3. Just for some delay and some chorus and stuff, and I boost my solos with the MXR, and it's into the crunch channel, a little bit of gain on the amp, and then I drive the rest on the Marshall. And on this tour I'm using my 84 Gibson with the Bill Lawrence XL500 in it, like a Nuno Bettencourt Dimebag, and I don't use anything in the neck because it's just a kill switch. And then as a spare, Flying V, also Bill Lawrence, and a tiny Chaos Marine, also just for killing. It's actually the first generation of Space Marines, so we just gave him some red paint instead.
The Bill Lawrence, is that a 500 XL?
500 XL, yeah.
Did you buy these from Volbeat? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
They gave us a great offer because it's really expensive if you have to get them made. So I'm just running like all pretty simple settings.
Yep.
Only the Plethora X3 is in the loop, and yeah, that's it.
My rhythm sound actually.
Okay, he's already filmed.
Oh, you
That's
are.
why.
Yeah. So we have the wireless thing, and then I don't know if Sven talked about the pitchfork we used to tune down. Then I have a Sentry noise gate, which I really like. Carl Martin Panama, just you know, super 80s, to push stuff. And then I have the left-hand RAV from Lone Wolf, which is called something different now, I think so. I don't know, he changed the name or something. And it's just, you know, it's the real chainsaw machine now. It's a Swiss knife. Like Sven, I use a PV6505. I got Dave Murray and my son on it, because then they sound better. The Ignitor is just spare right now. Okay. Yeah. I actually want to like build a system where I can switch between amps.
It's the Vengeance, yeah.
Yeah.
They're cool. They're really good, actually.
They actually are, and I think our debut album, I actually recorded it with this one. Okay. And then I have these fun old modules. Yeah. I have a delay and a reverb, and an EQ, which goes into the what's it called? FX loop. Yeah. Just to shape a little bit. Yeah, just to shape a little bit. Cool. It really is old school.
We understand
Yeah, holy shit. Based. Oh my god, what a band, man. Holy shit. After the show, when the show was over, I had to go up to the drummer and just fucking kiss him. You know, he was amazeballs. And I heard absolutely everything he did with those kicks, man. And they were solid as but the whole band is just completely amazing. It was a really, really fucking good show. Joel told me it was the best death metal show he's ever been to. But, I mean, he's a little bit younger than me, so... you know, I've been to more death metal shows than him. You know, see? That's what Joe Bonamassa did. Jobo, you know, he talked down on the people. He had accomplished more than this guy on Instagram. And I'm just saying, I've been to more shows than Joel because I guess I'm older and he's young and he has his whole life in front of him. And, you know, the whole future. And you know, my life is about to end, I guess. Question of the day, the section where my beautiful YouTube members get a chance to ask me questions and I get to answer them. And today's question is from CJ in Switzerland. Let's go.
Hey Ola, how has making YouTube impacted your life, and if you could go back, would you still do it? Thanks.
Thank you so much, CJ. So, as a lot of you guys already know, my YouTube career started as a hobby, right? I was working as an accountant, and I did all of this on my spare time from our apartment that me and Louise lived in. I drove around borrowing amplifiers and shit, and it was a really good hobby. Eventually, you know, me and Louise got kids, and it got a little harder. But I really just wanted it, and I really liked it, and I saw the attention of people. They really liked what I did, and obviously, I did something that no one had done before to a really good extent, and for the metal genre, a niche genre. And eventually, I took the leap into doing YouTube full time. And thinking back at it now, I think I might have been too early, but I was a slight bit lucky because I also got asked to join 2 bands at the same time. So I got to join 6 Feet Under and The Haunted, which kind of paid the bills a little bit for that year. But I think if I didn't have that, I don't think YouTube would have worked, you know, for me at that time. Looking back at it now, I think it was a little bit too early for me to start YouTube and, you know, as a full-time job in 2012. But it worked itself out, and now obviously I'm extremely happy to that I did it, and I'm definitely not regretting anything. 0 regrets in this regard. I understand that a lot of people are probably jealous of what I'm doing, and I understand that, and I really see the privilege that I have that I can be able to do this, you know, and do this for a living. But obviously, I don't think YouTube would be able to cover everything I do. It's much like any other musician. You have to do so much different things. I still have to release albums. I have to go out and gig. I also have solar guitars now, which is definitely helping me out and keeping this up and running. To be able to sustain yourself, you have to work so hard and you have to do everything, basically. It's a lot of work, but I'm very happy where I'm at. So, you know, 0 regrets at all. Very, very happy. And I hope you guys are happy that I'm still doing this. Hopefully. I hope so, at least. Thank you so much, CJ. If you want to have your question on the Swola, you can be a... I'm sorry, man. That janky old motherfucker. How are you doing? It's actually quite all right. No, it's not. It's like it's dying or something. If you want to ask me a question on A Sunday with Ola, you can become a YouTube member, go into the Discord channel, post your question in the FAQ section there. Thank you so much, man. Anyways, guys, that was it for Sunday with Ola. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. If you want to support what we're doing over here, you can buy some merch from olaenglandshop.com. It supports us directly, gets my guys to work and print t-shirts. That's the best. I love getting out there and seeing that they're printing. It feels really good that we come to the point where we can print our own merch, you know, and that's just really feels really rewarding for me. So thank you so much for all the support you guys have given me, and I hope to see you guys soon. If you want to be a part of the Sunday with Ola Riff Challenge, download the drums in the description of this video, make your own riffs, and I'll see you on the Ola Englund channel number 2 on Mondays on the live stream, and I might check you out. Okay? How about that? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you another day. Goodbye.